So welcome everybody to the Frequency Soul Collective. Beck McQuilty here. This is the month of November 2025, and we are doing our weekly updates. It is the 10th of November today. And the weekly updates we will go through in a moment, and then we're going to really get into what you need to do to make Jamaica. That is our next incentive trip with Solex. And let me tell you, these incentive trips really are doable if you focus on them. Both Emma and I, who are on the call tonight, we went on the last one along with a number of other people, and we just had the best time. Everything is paid for, your airfares, your accommodation, everything. So believe me, you are going to want to be a part of this trip. So firstly, we're going to go through updates, and then we're going to get into how to actually qualify for the Jamaica trip. So just a reminder, this coming Saturday, we have a call with Dr. Sheila Day, learning how to lower your stress and cortisol. That is going to be a focus on both frequency and product as well. So this is an opportunity meeting. And so we do ask you to invite people along to this call. If you've not seen Dr. Sheila Day present before, she is an absolute rock star. She is my accountability partner in Solex. And can I tell you, if you are building a business and you don't have an accountability partner, you need to get one, because it makes you do stuff. Like yesterday, I'm on a nice weekend away with my husband for our wedding anniversary. And I'm like, oh, shivers. When I get back on Monday, then Tuesday, I have to get on a call with her and be accountable for the things I told her that I would do last week. And one of those things was creating content. And do you think I'd done any of it as of yesterday? Absolutely not. So both yesterday and today, when I was down, there was beautiful beach and like greenery and stuff everywhere, nature. I decided to do a few of those videos so I could get those done. But she's an absolute rock star. She's just so knowledgeable. And I mean, who doesn't have high stress levels in this busy life that we lead? So this is a great opportunity to get prospects on the call, whether that be for frequency, information, or products. We will be covering both. So just a reminder about our Monday night schedule now. So for half an hour, we do our training. From 7 till 7:30, we have Thrive Tribe Accountability. And then from 7:30 to 8 p.m., we do our Thrive Tribe Opportunity Meeting. That's all Queensland time. And so we're chunking it down into sections because I see too many other companies out there doing multiple calls a night. When I was in my previous company, I'm not lying when I say we were on at least 5 calls a week. And I think it's too much. I don't think it's good income producing activity. So I think one night where we can just come together as a community, I think it's really powerful and really, really important. So this month, if you enroll a new QLA or a PC with a qualifying order, they will get the new youth sachets. These are super amazing. There is only 15 in a packet though, so just be mindful of that if you are doing a month supply, like if you're going overseas or something, you will need 2 of those. Otherwise, you could just, if you're just at home, I would use the bottle of collagen. But if you are traveling, believe me, these are an absolute godsend. So what a qualifying order means is that it's a enrollment bundle and the subscription of the technology. So it's not just one or the other, it is actually both. When you enroll 3 people in that way in this next quarter, so this quarter is ends in December, obviously, you'll receive a $200 product credit to your account. And if you enroll 6 people with a qualifying order, you will actually receive a $400 product credit to your account. And that just reminded me, I thought of something about the compensation plan recently. Oh, I thought of it yesterday, and I thought I must write that down for a question for corporate. Anyway, it'll come to me later. I just had that sort of flip past my mind, and I was like, oh, it was really good. It was going to be like a credit or a prize or something for people if they were enrolled for a period of time. Okay, it's just come back. I knew if I talked about it enough, it would come back. One thing we haven't mentioned in the Thrive Tribe, and we should do this, and by we, I mean myself, on the opportunity call later tonight is that if you think about it, if people are, sorry, I've just got someone in the waiting room and I'm not sure if they're a guest or I think they're actually a guest for the next call. So distracted me completely. This is one thing we're probably going to have to monitor as we go with these multiple calls. That would be the only thing, is that being able to track who's in which call, if that makes sense. Because if I let everybody in now, then, you know, we're having guests that are not yet to be on this call, if that makes sense. But anyway, what I was going to say is in the opportunity part of the meeting for the Thrive Tribe is that what we can also be saying is after 3 months, you actually get rewarded with 30% off. And so that every 3 months, they can actually be getting their bundle 30% off. So I never took that into consideration last time. I actually think that's really, really amazing. So that's pretty cool. All right. Okay, now let's talk about Jamaica. I'm so excited for this. Look, was it achievable and was it easily achievable before we brought in the Thrive Tribe? My answer to you would be, I wouldn't say it's easy, but I definitely say it's doable because I've done it 2 out of the 3 times. However, do I think that it's achievable for everybody who's working their business now that we have the Thrive Tribe system and we're like nutting it out, where, you know, it's going to be a well-oiled machine? Do I think that's possible? I think that it's absolutely more than possible. So if you're keen to build a business, you know, we're keen to work with you and get a heap of us to Jamaica. So the qualification period has already begun. It began on the 1st of September. The earlier you begin tracking and working toward it, the more likely you are to earn it. And funny I should say that, normally I have a piece of cardboard every year that gets stuck up on my wall in my office somewhere. And I haven't bought it yet, so I need to get onto that because I'm a very visual person and I really, really love being able to, you know, tick off those boxes as I go. So in your back office, you can download and print the Jamaica tracker, which I'll show you very soon, and start using your business snapshot to calculate your baseline. So that is in your back office, and that is those blue tiles. You'll also see up on the top banner of your back office, the banner will actually say what your baseline number is. So let's, I'm going to just give you a couple of examples. So let's say Emma has been here for a while and she has 3 active QLAs, or it could be 2 active QLAs and 1 customer. She's got 3 people. At the end of August, whatever her active QLAs and customers in total, so combined, were, is what her baseline will be. Okay, so don't worry about 100% what that means just yet. We'll get into that in a minute. And then let's use Nancy as the other example. Nancy's brand new, you know, just joined us. And obviously that being the case, she's starting at 0. So her baseline is 0. She doesn't have any QLAs. She doesn't have any PCs. So she'll be technically starting at 0. So I'm just admitting and not admitting as we go. So this is a leadership opportunity. Model consistency and action so that your team follows. This is all about duplication. So don't wait until January to commit. You really, and this is what we're doing with the Thrive Tribe as well, is that you want to create that momentum now. You don't want to wait until the new year to start getting that momentum in your business, or even if it's not that you want to go and build a big business, but you want to just introduce people to this, you will organically start to attract people and bring people in. And so if you can have 2 or 3 or 5 or 6 by the time January comes, that's going to really set you on a good trajectory. So start now and make it your best quarter yet. So that's really exciting. So this is I'm so excited, Montego Bay in Jamaica. So this is a resort. It's not a cruise or anything like that. The resort is called Sandals in Montego Bay. You can actually Google the resort. It is absolutely stunning. So what do you need to do? Well, for a trip for one, you need to enroll a combination of 15 active PCs and or QLAs. So you could have 5 QLAs, 10 PCs. But as you know, with the way that we're building out the Thrive Tribe, everybody gets to be a QLA, which I love. And so you could have, 14 QLAs and 1 PC. All that you need to make sure of is that those 2 blue tiles in your back office it'll say active QLA and active preferred customer add up to a total of 15. So you need 15 new people in your organization, and they need to be active within your business. So placing a qualifying order, which is 100 points or more. So the Thrive Tribe bundle or the subscription is all that they need to be purchasing, as long as it's over 100 points, for a minimum of 3 months. Now, those 3 months do not have to be in a row. It could be December, March, and August. And if you've got 15 in your tiles showing at the end at 3 times, then you qualify. Now, if you would like a trip for 2, and you think about this, the way we're building the Thrive Tribe out, if you're inviting 10 people to a call every week, half show up, there's 5, and you enroll 2 or 3, you will have done that well and truly by the time qualification period is up. And in fact, you probably, if it starts to snowball a bit, you probably end up with a trip for 2. So the trip for 2 is over your baseline of 25. So again, if we use Nancy as an example, she's brand new, she doesn't have any QLAs or PCs. She needs to get 15. But for Emma already has 3 people on board, so therefore she needs to increase her baseline by 15, which means she has her original 3, and then she has 15. So her figures at the end have to show 18, a combination of 18 preferred customers or QLAs. Now, what happens if out of those 3 people that Emma has, 2 of them actually drop off and now there's only 1 left? Does she have to make up those extra 2? Yes, she does, because as long as those tiles show 18, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be the same people. You could go and sell 15 660 bands this month, and that you have, sorry, I'm just going to let people in, and you could show, you could go and sell 15 660 bands next month and 15 660 bands the month after, and they're all either PCs or QLAs, then you qualify. You literally qualify that trip because it's over 100 points and they're a customer or a QLA. So that's the first part. Oops, hang on, I've got to go back. Okay, so how else can you actually earn points? So remember, this is in points. You need 15 points for 1 and 25 for 2. So have a look at this. So when you rank advance, you actually earn points. So when you end up with your 3 new QLAs or QLAs, they have to be QLAs. 3 new QLAs, you become the first rank of bronze. Can you see here where it says rank? And you've got bronze, silver, gold, platinum, pearl, etc. And then you've got, of course, sapphire, ruby, diamond, ruby, emerald, diamond. So let's use, sorry, I'm going to pick on Emma because she's a good example. Actually, I'm just going to pick on Emma and Nancy the whole call. It's probably just easier. So, so let's say Emma is silver. Now, Emma says, okay, I am going to be platinum by the end of this incentive trip, like the qualification. So I've got till the end of August to qualify. So remembering, you not only have to hit that rank, you must maintain that rank for 3 months. So at the very latest, Emma has to hit platinum by June so that she qualifies it in June, holds it July, holds it August, is 3 months. She is now what we class as a qualified platinum distributor. So how many points does Emma get for that? Well, if Emma's silver and she goes to gold, she gets 4 points. Now, if Emma then goes to platinum, she gets another 5 points. So yes, those numbers do accumulate. So if you're brand new, and let's go and use Nancy as an example, and Nancy's just started, so she's not bronze yet. So Nancy hits bronze, she has 2 points. Now she hits silver. Now she has 5 points. Then she hits gold. Now she has 9 points. Then she hits platinum. Now she has 14 points. Nancy needs 1 more point. She's just won a trip for herself, to Jamaica, all expenses paid. So if you're new here or you're just getting started and you want to go to Jamaica, if you set your goal for platinum, that is super achievable. In fact, with the momentum of what we're starting to get in the Thrive Tribe, I can tell you that platinum should be achievable by like February or March next year, like super easy. If you're doing the work for this every single week, it will start to really show. So I hope that makes sense. So it could be, for example, that if we go back to Emma's example of she's silver and then she hits gold and then she hits platinum. So now she has 9 points. From memory, and I could be wrong here, I think we got 1 point for attending Day of Discovery live. I don't know if it was 1 or 2, but let's just say it was 1 for the sake of numbers. So now she has 10 points. She only needs 5 more points, so 5 more active QLAs or PCs to hold a order for 3 months, and she's going to Jamaica. So can you see with how we're rolling out the inviting people to our page on the Thrive Tribe, inviting them to a call, inviting them to check out the information, and then getting them on a 3-way call after that. Oh, hang on a sec. I think I need to let somebody in. Here we go. Sorry, that was my fault for the message. So then you will, oh, hang on, we got more people jumping in. Sorry for those who have been in the waiting room. I should make somebody co-host. That's what I should do. So yeah, you can see that with everything that we're rolling out, particularly in the Thrive Tribe, how achievable getting to Jamaica. I keep saying, thinking, I've just had friends come back from the Bahamas, and I did an incentive in the Bahamas years ago, and it just continues to be on my mind. All right, we've got 5 more minutes. So here is your tracker for the incentive trip. So know your baseline is the key, and know your targets. So if your baseline is 10, because you already had 10 active QLAs or PCs, then a combination of your PCs and QLAs needs to show an increase of 15 people for 3 months. So it needs to show, so if your baseline's 10 and you need to add another 15 over that period of time, so obviously those figures have to show a total of 25. So that can be a combination of PCs and QLAs, and they do not have to be the same people. So to be honest, as I keep saying, like with this new protocol of what we're doing with Thrive Tribe, this should seriously, you should be able to knock this out of the park. So that's the example there. Oh, there you go. It was 2 points for going to DoD live. So there's a number of us who already have that. You will also get a point for, attending DoD virtual. So having your ticket for that. And then plus any other incentive points that they give along the way. So the question is, what are you committed to do for you? And what are your goals? Let's do this together. So drop in the chat if you are in and you are coming. We would love, love, love to have you, of course. Just need to go to the chat. So yes, Mari's coming. Awesome, awesome. Who else is coming? And it is really important that if you don't understand how to do this, Emma, yes, you don't have a choice. You're coming. I think Britta's on the call. She's coming. Nancy's coming, yes. And I think that we should, I don't know if we should have another chat group, or maybe we should, Yeah, you get it now. Well, if you've got questions, please ask because that's no problems either. Yeah, you have give it a red hot crack for sure, Britta, because you and I could go together. Sammy, yes, awesome, awesome. This is honestly, if we do this the way that I've been given it in my mind to build the Thrive Tribe out, seriously, guys, I absolutely be there for sure, for sure. So I am going to stop sharing my screen for now. Thank you so much for joining us. Let us know your feedback in the Frequency Soul Collective education actual chat, whether you think we need to have a specific chat for Jamaica or whether we should just do like a call once a month, whatever is going to help you. I don't know. Like I just do my thing over here. I don't need to do because I understand it now. Don't worry, Em. The first two times, I honestly, I I mucked those figures up consistently, and I literally was like weeks right at the end trying to get there because I just didn't get it right. But honestly, I'm good now. I've got it, but let me know what you need. So yeah, that's really exciting. So that is all of the training on the Jamaica incentive trip. We're so excited that you guys will be there with us. So